Welcome to your daily focus. Actually, we're going to be doing March the 4th and the 5th, 2022. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Well, we start with the 4 energy. That's our foundations. That's our strength. That's our home. That's our family. That's what gives us peace of mind, a feeling of security, a sense of security, peace of mind. And if we do the numerology of the day for Friday, the 4th, it would be a 13. So the 13 has been considered an unlucky number. It's actually a very lucky number. But sometimes in order to experience the happiness, the joy, we do have to face a challenge or a struggle. So it doesn't seem like we're having all that much luck at the time. But then it all comes together. The magic appears. So 1 plus 3 is a 4. So very much about peace of mind, building our foundations, bringing in security, home and family. Absolutely. If we move to the Saturday, March the 5th, we have the 5 energy. So that's about giggles and laughter. That's about joy. That's about creativity. That's about romance. So our relationships will be more tender, more loving. If we do the numerology of the day, it is 14, having more by having less. We don't need all the stuff we think we need in order to go forward. Yet we're afraid to take those steps without all that stuff because we're told we need them. We're taught we need them. Once again, 1 plus 4 is a 5. So it is really about the joy, the giggles, the laughter, the sunshine, the happiness you can bring into your life. Now, the reason I'm doing the 2 days together is because the energy is pretty much the same for those 2 days. It's Sunday, which deserves its own spotlight because the moon will be changing signs. We have the sun in Pisces for all 3 days, but the moon will be in Aries for the Friday and Saturday, and then move into Taurus on the sun for the Sunday. So that energy will change, our emotional energy. But also Mars and Venus both leave Capricorn and move into Aquarius, and they conjunct together at 0 degrees of Aquarius. So wow, can you say wow? Because you're going to say wow. And so we're going to feel a tremendous energy shift on the Sunday. So Friday and Saturday, pay attention to your dreams, your intuition. There's an optimism. This is a time to pursue travel or education, tapping into your spiritual nature. Our intuition is very strong these over the next 2 days, so pay attention to what you receive from God, your angels, your spirit guides. Absolutely. And that could be in waking hours, that could be in sleeping hours. Let's see what the cards have to tell us for these 2 days. We'll do 5. The 5 of Cups. Well, now all I can think of when I see this card is Bruce Lee kicking over that cup. You know, maybe just the way we got to where we are, we went on somebody else's beliefs, and we need to kick that cup over and just start from the basics, start from scratch, and build from the ground up. A new beginning, a new start, a new adventure, a new relationship. Maybe it's taking an old relationship right back down to the grassroots of it all. When you first met, what were the things that you loved most about each other? Remember when you couldn't wait to hear from them? Change your entire schedule around to see them. What changed? And can it change back? You failed at different jobs. Now's the time to go in search of a job that really suits you, that really matches you, that really brings out your passion, your natural talents, your abilities. And think outside the box when you're looking for that job, that career. We didn't look at the bottom card, did we? What is it? Look at that, the Ten of Pentacles, the Yes card. Absolutely, the Yes card appears. My goodness. This is a very potent time, and I've been saying it for a little while, and it's not going to last. This is a time to dream. This is a time to think about where you want to go, what you want to become, what you want to face going into your tomorrow, what you want to bring into reality, what you want to transform in your life. What new beginning, new start do you want in what part of your life? It could be health and well-being. It could be your spirituality. It could be work and career. It could be environment. It could be in your relationships. Personally, for you, where do you want that kickstart in your life? Because we have the Yes card saying it can be. It's going to take focus. It's going to take determination. It's going to take patience. It's going to take a faith and a belief that now that you've ordered it, it's on its way. Queen of Pentacles. The storm has passed. It's time to look forward. Yesterday is gone. Now, that seems to be something with the new moon because I started saying it for the new moon and I haven't stopped yet. The past is irrelevant. And parts of the past could be completely obliterated. Well, you know what I mean. Gone. If you just stop thinking about it, if you stop giving it energy. Many times when we experience things, whether it's a trauma or an event of some sort that really sticks with us, our minds do not know that we are not re-experiencing it in reality when we relive it, when we talk about it, when we tell the story. So our mind thinks this is happening a lot more to us than it really is. And it builds a trauma, it builds a fear, it builds an anxiety. So close the door on those bad moments in your life and just refuse to talk about them. Don't shut in your emotions. Okay, there is a time and a place to talk about them. But right now we need to be very future oriented on what we want to really transform in our life, really bring into our life. The storm has passed. We need to sit there with a confidence of who we are, what we have, and where we're going. The Knight of Cups. Romance, laughter, enjoyment. I kind of get this as the knight in shining armor comes to pick you up on their beautiful stallion, and they've got the blanket there. They're going to spread it under an apple tree by a spring, and the deer and the rabbits are going to be off in the grasslands hopping around and hanging out by the edge of the trees, and a perfect picnic is planned, and a day of just laughter and talking and compassion and empathy and beauty and joy and laughter and love. So if you can create something like that, you say, oh, well, I'm single, I don't, then do it for yourself. Take yourself out for a very beautiful luncheon. You deserve it. So go all out in how you package it up and make it look glamorous for yourself. Make it look like a feast. You don't need to be gourmet to have a gourmet reaction. My goodness, the words are completely gone now. I don't edit, so experience. Thank you. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's about bringing in balance. It's about making decisive decisions about what is good for us, what is not so good for us, and walking away from those things that are not so good for us. walking towards happiness and joy, getting around like-minded people, people that are uplifting, people that are, they have a harmony about them, a joy about them, an upbeat, optimistic outlook, perhaps. To find some new rules for your life, your routines, what you're going to do. Try that 5-second rule. Okay, some of you have said that you've tried it and wow, it really works. I'm going to get out of bed now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get out of bed. You have a couple of seconds, and I mean, get the book, really, get the book or the audio book if you don't have time to sit down and read. And get the book because the book will drive it home. All the reasons why, all the understanding, because once you understand it, once you have the knowledge of it, and once you put it into practice, doors just start flying open for you. Because we have that split second where our brains will start to talk us out of it. We have an idea, and we think, should I do that? And our brains will immediately start to talk us out of it. So instead of asking yourself the question, should I do that? Say, I'm going to. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whichever way you find more comfortable. And then do the action. Stop the procrastination. And we have the 5 of Wands, playing well with others, working on each other's strengths, building up each other, absolutely is part of this. But the important part here is that you bring your gifts, your talents, your abilities to the table as well. That you don't hide them, you don't dummy them down. It's almost like it's lightly competitive. So it could be bringing fun and joy. It could be everybody's getting together for a volleyball game or a baseball game or a football game or heck, even just a picnic or a group walk in the park or whatever it may be. It's about collectively coming together and working as a group, working as one, but building each other up in the process and not dumbing yourself down. And really finding that groove, that balance, that part where everybody is just working towards the success of maybe just a couple of happy moments together. Maybe something more grand. Okay, let's get a mantra card, shall we? So with the new moon, of course, there is a lot of good luck around us, a lot of room for energy to expand in our life. The expansion of good things, dreams, potential, possibilities. My goodness, the cards needed shuffling. Okay, let's see what card we get. And it is sensuality again. Express your sensuality. Soften up a bit. Maybe we're all just a little bit, hardened a little bit from the last couple of years. Maybe we need to learn how to soften up, to express our sensuality again. This card is coming up a lot for us. I guess things can't flow through us. Energy can't flow through us if we're solid like a wall. That we need that softness about us and allowing it to come out, expose that part of ourselves, perhaps. So, grow a heightened awareness of touch, smell, taste, hearing, feelings. Sensuality plays a big part in your sex life and your overall ability to derive pleasure from life. Take advantage of what life has to offer and live with love and passion. Experiment in life. You can make great discoveries of mind, body, and spirit, fulfilling your desires, enjoying ultimate contact with another. Sensuality embodies all the qualities of self-awareness, including your uniqueness and authenticity within your own comfort zone. Express your sensuality in your own way and rediscover your own vitality. And the mantra is, I live life to the fullest with passion and love. I live life to the fullest with passion and in love. So once again, we're receiving that message of embrace every moment. Like it's the only moment you have to live, and you've got to fit it all into it. Experience the happiness and the joy. Everything else can wait. Everything else can go on hold a little bit. Over the next 2 days, allow yourself to feel alive. Enjoy life, even in the smallest of ways. I told the story of the two frogs the other day. Okay, Larry and Joe. So some of you could relate to that. Some of you said, hey, I'm Larry. And and Joe just can't see the wonderment and the joy that surrounds us. So just keep being Larry. I remember watching Tony Robbins, I believe it was, and he was talking about marriage. And he had this weekend or week uh, expo and had people and mentored them in how to fix a relationship, a broken relationship. So this gentleman goes home and he brings flowers for his wife. And she's like, uh-oh, he did something really bad while he was gone. Yeah, this is his way of kissing up. Yeah, I'm not falling for this. And she put him in the vase, but she didn't make a big deal out of it or anything. And as she went to sit down at the table, he pulled her chair out for her, and she was like, oh, this is going to be a doozy. But he didn't say anything. He didn't confess to anything. She thought that was really weird. He got the garbage out. He cleared the table that night, told her how beautiful she looked, and really she looked like a mess in her eyes. Went to bed that night. He kind of got like, a little, remember this, hon? Remember this closeness we could have? And next morning, he kisses her on the way out to work for the day. And when he comes home, he does the same thing. He brings her flowers again, and he helps set the table, and he cleans up afterwards and tells her how beautiful. And day by day, she's holding firm. She is not going to see the nice actions. She's mad at him for this. She's mad at him for that. He's not getting off the hook that easy. This is probably about last weekend with the thing he did. And maybe he's just not fessing up to something. I'm not trusting it. But as the days went on, and, afterwards, he comes back to Tony Robbins and he says, she just was so suspicious for like 2 weeks. And he says, it was hard to come home with a smile on my face and flowers in my hand and tell her how beautiful she looked, and did everything like I used to, like the first time when we met. And so when you can take, Tony Robbins always says, when you can take your relationship back to the first day and make the rest of your relationship like the first day you met, you will never have a last day. Okay. So sometimes we just have to walk our walk, and eventually they'll join in. Eventually they'll join in. Look at this. Go the extra mile with our elephant. Our intuitive elephant shows up to tell us to go the extra mile. Nurture. Productive. Communicate. Listen. The purpose of life is not to be happy, but to matter, to be productive, to be useful, to have it make some difference, that you've lived it all. Elephant reminds you that when you feel like quitting, it just means that you have some extra steps to take. Many times people set goals and stop in the middle of them, frustrated, but Elephant motivates you to keep going. It could be an exercise program, a new skill that you've always wanted to try, a friend that you have been meaning to call. Elephant teaches us that by being gentle, having commitment, and clear communication can help in our relationships. On the outside, Elephant looks like an intimidating creature, but she is actually a nurturer, wanting everybody to succeed and feel protected. Elephant is also very telepathic, and with the sixth sense, can feel the energy around them. With friends, family, and even strangers. I'm doing a thing for Patreon, my Patreon viewers. A lot of you show up here and you watch, obviously, these videos. I'm going to be doing a thing on auras, which is going to be really cool. So if you never thought you could see an aura before, you will be able to. So stay tuned for that. I'm in the private was writing all day, so so we'll do all the colors, and then we'll do different ways that you can see auras and practice seeing auras, and it's real. So you can believe me or not. I don't really care. But for those of you who do believe in the auras, you will be able to see the auras because you will take the time to watch the videos and learn. So, to feel that vibration, to know that vibration around you through family, friends, and even strangers. She can sense danger and she responds accordingly. Elephant reminds you where you are needed and how to get a good feel for it. The words may not be spoken, although elephants are large and heavy. They walk noiselessly and with much grace. Elephants gives you subtle hints that you are needed. So listen to the signals with all your senses. So get grounded. I think as Sunday approaches and we go into the Taurus moon, we'll be able to ground ourselves a lot easier. But Elephant is here to tell us to be aware, to walk with compassion, and to listen to our intuition. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.